Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer. I use the Sidereal Zodiac to predict, and that's the reason Mercury is going to be transiting Aries sign instead of any other sign, because I'm using the Sidereal Zodiac. So this is for the ones who are going to be getting confused as to why Mercury is going to be transiting this zone. So I use the two horoscopes, that is the pictorial definition of the astrological world. Through that, I explain also in my first summary part how the transit positions are looking, and North Indian, South Indian charts, or we can say the diamond and the square chart. So that will make you easier to understand also. So stay tuned if you are a Vedic astrology enthusiast yourself. Many things you will get to know in this video, because there is a lot of chaos, drama, commotion, good things also happening with Mercury's ingress in the sign of Aries. Yes. So we have, first of all, Mercury getting into the Gandantha zone to start with. Then Mercury will be moving into the zone where it will be conjunct Rahu all through in Parivartana with Mars till the 10th of May. Then we'll be moving ahead and joining Sun, and will also be aspected by Saturn all through. Will be going to the exact degrees also where Saturn and Mercury will be at the same degrees. And then will be the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse also in this month and in the month of May. So Mercury is going to be having a lot of energy from this Aries sign. Yes, and this is happening from the 31st of March when I'm making this video till the 7th of June. Erratic transit, because Mercury doesn't stay in a particular zone for more than 25 days. That's the maximum time. And then Mercury will be moving little, closer to Sun, rather very close to Sun, and very, very volatile energy, because it's going to be completely combust and burnt out and will not have the potency to give the results of its stay in Aries sign. So how this is going to be impacting you, I'll be sharing with you my insights on the same, also a little bit predictive, little bit forecast in the later segment. So stay tuned. I will be explaining through the presentation as to what this Mercury, the exact dates is going to be conjunct these planets, what is the interaction of planets with this Mercury, which is very important. So make a note of the dates, and it will be impacting the ones who are having the nakshatras, that is Aries, Bharani, in Aries, that is Ashwini, Bharani, and Kritika. So these three nakshatras are also going to get impacted. And it is going to be impacting the ones who are Aries rising or Gemini rising also. So if you can see, there is, all the planets are in, 212 axis to each other, because from the 11th sign of the natural zodiac Aquarius, we have till the Gemini sign back-to-back planets posited. So Aquarius has Saturn, then we have Jupiter and Sun in the Pisces sign, Rahu, Mercury, Venus in the Aries sign, though Venus will also be moving out on the 6th of April and will be moving into the sign of Taurus. So Taurus is occupied, Gemini sign is occupied by Mars. So can you see, this is like, we can say a half garland which is forming, the whole zodiac. We can see it is not scattered. It is like 212 axis relationship mostly, or 311 axis relationship of the planets with each other. So when this kind of a combination happens, it definitely has a lot to do. The results are pretty fast. You will get the results. The entry and the exit is simultaneously happening. You will be feeling that, people from the past are, coming into your life, or maybe some thoughts that are all the time impacting you, haunting you. Oh, this I should have done, or that I should have done. You are feeling this already, and this is going to hype up, or it's going to be aggravated even more when Mercury is going to be with Rahu and in exchange with Mars. So this is a sort of energy which is going to make you think about things which have happened in the past a lot. And that's the reason, if you will go back and see, Mercury was with Saturn also, and is aspected by Saturn now. So when Mercury was in Aquarius sign, it was conjunct Saturn. So that energy is also going to be transmitted here in your communication. Whatever you could not finish, now is the time you will be able to finish. This Saturn is going to be aspecting the zone and will help you complete the old kind of tasks which were stuck up. Now, let me share with you, first of all, the presentation where I will be sharing with you the Parashara Conference. I must tell you to request you to enroll in this Parashara Conference, because this is going to be all about transits, 2.5 lecture that I'm going to be taking up, and it is going to be live on the Maharishi Parashara Zoom webinar. And many astrologers from all walks of life, from all across the globe, they'll be joining hands and will be actually present here. So you can also book, enroll for them. But if you are enrolling, you can use my promo code, that is VL108. And you can just register on parashara.com. You will just type parashara.com. Everything will open, a page will open, and you will get to know all the details. And you can just, be a part of this, participate in this conference, because this is really worth it, because in such a concise form, you will never get the knowledge on transits. I will be sharing with you my insights on each and every aspect, how to check transits. So at least you will be able to understand transits on your chart. At least you can just try implementing that on your charts at least. Okay, so I will be sharing with you maybe your own horoscope, and then I will be maybe fixing all the planetary positions at that time, and then you can just simply see how it is. So live horoscopes I will be calling out if there is time, maybe 2-3 horoscopes, or maybe at least 1-2 horoscopes I'm going to be covering. So be there. Maybe you are the lucky one. I pick up your chart and I just start talking about it. All right, so that's what. And let's come to this one. See, there is a lot of thing, a lot of commotion happening in the sign of Aries, as you know. First of all, this Mercury is going to be joining Rahu. Rahu is present there. Rahu is not going to be changing signs soon. So Rahu is there, and Mercury is going to be in Aries, and is going to be also aspected by Saturn. Okay, it is going to be forming an exchange with Mars, and this happens the exact conjunction of Mercury with Venus, not with Venus, but yes, it is going to be conjunct Rahu, exact degrees on the 14th of April, and then Mercury is going to be in the nakshatras of Ashwini, Bharani, then Ashwini, Bharani, and Kritika. Like, it'll be back and forth because Mercury is going to go retrograde. So 31st of March till 8th of April, it's going to be in Ashwini nakshatra, then Bharani, then Ashwini again, Bharani again, and then Kritika lastly. Okay. So till the 7th of June, it's going to be in the Kritika Aries, and then we'll be moving into Kritika Taurus. Now, Mars is going to be in Ardhara and Punarvasu. So now here, Punarvasu is ruled by Jupiter. So there's a partial exchange between Mars and Jupiter also. Jupiter is going to be in Aries sign ruled by Mars, and Mars is going to be in Punarvasu nakshatra ruled by Jupiter. So there's a partial exchange there also happening. Saturn will be exactly aspecting this Mercury on the 5th of April. Okay. And Mercury conjunct Rahu will be at exact conjunction on the 6th of April. And then Mercury moves forward. Then Venus is going to change signs on the 6th of April. Sun is going to join on the 14th of April till the 15th of May. And this Mercury turns retrograde soon after the solar eclipse on the 20th of April. That is on the 21st, goes retrograde. And in Bharani nakshatra, it's going to, in Libra Navamsha, it's going to go retrograde. Then Mars and Mercury will be at the same degrees. Mercury in Gemini and Mars in Aries. So what is a Parivartana? When two planets are in each other's house. So if Mars is in Gemini sign, that's ruled by Mercury. Mercury is in Aries sign, which is ruled by Mars. So it is said that they are actually swapping the places. They are changing the place where they were. instead of being at the place where, they were supposed to be, like in the respective places, they are now switching places also. Rahu and Saturn at exact degrees on the 14th of April. Then Rahu and Saturn are also very important. Then Saturn and Mercury will be at the same degrees twice. That is 5th of April and 13th of May. Mercury will be at deep combustion because it will be in the closest degrees to Sun on the 2nd of May. Why I'm giving you the dates? Because this will be impacting you. These transits will be happening and this Mercury's impact will be even more. You'll be feeling the predictions that I'll be giving you. You'll be feeling the impact even more when Mercury is interacting with the planets. So the dates are very, very important. And Mercury is going to be also forming a part of the lunar eclipse on the 5th of May. Then on the 3rd of June, Mercury will be, Jupiter will be crossing Rahu and will be actually protecting this Rahu's Mercury's conjunction. It will come in between Rahu and Mercury. So 3rd of June is positive for you. So then it goes ahead. So it's positive only after that. Venus changes 3 signs when Mercury stays in 1 sign. So can you imagine? Because Mercury and Venus and Mars are also going to be conjunct Cancer sign. So it's very important to see Mars's ingress also. And you must understand as well that okay, so Mars and Mercury, we must understand what exactly do they mean. I'll share with you my insights. So please, before going there, do subscribe this channel because there are many things which I share my insights on. So it is really worth it to subscribe the channel and do hit the like button towards the end if you like the video. And I'll be sharing the 12 signs predictions in this video. Ascendant, moon, or Dasha sign wise. Suppose you are in the Dasha of Jupiter and or the Antardasha of Jupiter, as a matter of fact. Check the Antardasha also. So check where this Jupiter is posited and which sign this Jupiter is posited. Then make that sign your first house and see the transit per that also. Suppose your Jupiter is posited in Sagittarius in your natal chart. So make Sagittarius your first house and see where the transits are happening. All right. So let me start sharing with you the pictorial, that is the horoscopes. Okay. So that you can make a clear understanding on that. Okay. So as you can see, Mercury is going to be aspected by Saturn. Sun will be joining here. Jupiter will be joining here. Venus will be changing 3 signs. It will be moving into Taurus, then Gemini, and then lastly, Cancer. Mars will be changing 1 sign. Meanwhile, Mercury is still sitting there. So it's a very erratic one. And then Mercury will also be aspected exactly by this Saturn twice, because Mercury will be going ahead and then will be moving backwards. So it will be coming back and will be at the same degrees as Saturn. So somewhere around 11, 12 degrees, 12 degrees it'll be, or 11 degrees, it'll be at the same degrees as Saturn. And 12 degrees, 36 minutes is Mars and Mercury will be at the same degrees on that day. That is on the 8th of April. So that is also very important. Now, to share my insights on this conjunction, that what exactly conjunction in a way, because they are Parivartanas. Parivartana means that they are going to be swapping places. They'll be changing the places in a way, and they'll be giving the results of those places even more. So this is going to be a very volatile kind of an energy. Why? Because Mars is going to be considered to be in the first house, first sign. And Mercury is going to be in the 3rd sign of the natural zodiac. And Mars is aggressive. Mars being the Karaka of energy, and Mercury being the Karaka or the significator of speaking ability. So this might bring about a lot of sharpness in your skills. And that is why I said that in the beginning, that you might be thinking a lot of past events now. Your mind is very analytical right now. And this also shows that, communication, what kind of communication right now is required. Is it going to be very harsh, or is it going to be very, you're going to be very moody? So that is something which can be indicated also. You will have a lot of willpower to do things. These are the good points which are happening, and you will feel that there is a fighting ability. The fighting spirit grows during this particular time, and you will be taking you'll be participating in debates, discussions, professional, career-wise, and you will be also having a lot of ideas now. Many ideas, schemes will be coming in. It said that when Mercury and Mars, especially, they have an exchange on the global level, some major events happen and sudden weather changes happen. Weather changes, climate changes, and alien sighting happens. Some unusual kind of activities also happen in the world across the globe, which you have never experienced, because these are very not everyday's phenomena. They're very unusual kind of erratic kind of movements in the sky which is happening, and they definitely impact us on the earth because of the gravitational pull and the connection in the orbit that we have with other planets. So that's the reason, Jupiter, when there's meteor shower, Jupiter protects us. That is why he's the most benefic planet. Now here it will be very nice to implement those ideas which you are actually having in your deep down, and you want to be taking a leap ahead in your innovations, and you'll be very enthusiastic about or energized about doing things as well intellectually. It's really a blessing in disguise for those. But at the same time, you can be conspiring against, you will be engripped by the conspiracy around you. People are conspiring against you all. There will be a lot of conspiracy related to the army, defense sector, people related to consultations, who are just doing too much of teaching and all, or education industry. We'll hear too many things about that. There will be something which might just stimulate you. On the other hand, it might just deviate you. You're not able to do things in a right manner also, righteous path. So if you don't, then Saturn is definitely going to tighten you up, pull you up, and then you will be able to do the right kind of things. So it's better that you learn your lessons before Saturn pulls you up. Mercury is intellect. So you will find that there are certain new innovative managerial skills, calculative skills, logical skills, which are uplifted right now. People are going to put their effort in that direction now more. There's a Parivartana which is forming in the third sign of the natural zodiac and the first sign of the natural zodiac. So this is also about your relationship. It's about your chemistry and bonding with people also in a very different manner in the marketplace, maybe. Okay. The trends might be just erratic as well. Whenever Mercury is changing sign or staying in a particular zone for a longer duration and is going to get retrograde and is also influenced by the eclipses. So you can imagine that there are certain upheavals which we are going to feel in the market trends also. Really drastic changes we'll be experiencing during this time. And this is also going to be bringing about some new belief system that you're going to be formulating, your own belief system, really different, something which might just bring about new innovation, or new ideas, which is going to change you or change the world completely. It is about police, soldiers, athletes, also, which are some explosive energies, we can feel in these areas, maybe, on the war front. This is going to aggravate even more with Mars coming to that spot in Parivartana. So Mars is going to be in Parivartana till the 10th of May, and then moves further on in the watery sign of Cancer, debilitates there. So there is some about celebrities or anything to do with your politicians, we'll hear more news. There'll be more in scandalous news also, because Rahu is there. Rahu-Mars combination brings about scandals in the defense and the politics sector. Okay, so this is what we can anticipate. And with Jupiter's influence, this energy is going to mellow down, of course. Jupiter will be joining the zone on the 22nd and is going to be protecting this Mercury from Rahu's energy. So your communication can be very deviating kinds. You might not be straightforward. You might be thinking about many things, but you're not able to speak up. So when Jupiter comes in between on the 3rd of June, things will start getting a little better. And by the time 7th of June, this Mercury leaves the zone and moves into the Taurus sign. But before that, it is going to get combust. Under deep combustion, Mercury will lose its potency here. And that's happening on the 2nd of May. And there is still the Parivartana till the 10th of May, because till the time Mars leaves the zone, this energy is pretty volatile. But you have to channelize it. How you channelize it, how you do things, it's all up to you. How you manage things, it's all up to you. Okay. Now we start with the predictive. As I said, 12 signs predictions, ascendant, moon, or the Dasha sign, and or the Dasha sign wise. Suppose you're in a Dasha of Jupiter. Jupiter is posited in Sagittarius. Make Sagittarius your first house. From Sagittarius is the 5th house energy. So you will feel very creative. You will feel that there is some major changes which are happening related to your children. Regarding your children, your love relationship is going to, the chemistry and bonding is going to change. So just make Sagittarius your first house, even if you are not Sagittarius rising or your moon is in maybe Cancer, whatever. But see, from all these parameters, 3 parameters I always use: ascendant, moon, and the Dasha. Okay, coming to the Aries sign first, and then we move on to the rest of the signs. Okay. Aries, sorry. So for Aries natives, this energy is, why I call it an energy, because a lot of planets are going to be, a lot of energy is being felt with Mercury's ingress in the Aries sign. I will be making a separate video on retrograde Mercury, because that is something which will actually help you understand this Mercury's transit better. But before it goes retrograde, before that, it is going to be in the direct motion in the sign of Aries. And here, Mercury is going to give you newness. There is going to be a different kind of communication. Your communication status is going to change. You're going to be doing things in a very innovative manner. You are going to be doing things in a very straightforward manner, also with confidence. You're going to be speaking with confidence. Lack of ideas that you were having, now you will be getting those ideas. That confidence should not become overconfidence because of Mars's and Mercury's exchange. So just mellow down on that. But surely arguments which can turn in sour or get bitter, so you have to channelize those also. You have to tone down on those energies with your siblings, maybe with your uncles, with your aunts, because it's, after all, the 8th and the 3rd Lord connection also, which is happening. And 1st and the 6th Lord connection also, which is happening. So any kind of investments, loans, litigations, if you're entrapped in, so this might bring about some major changes or major, focus. These are the focus areas. Take care of your health though. And maybe, your helpers are going to be giving you some kind of support also, in case you have looked up for, or you're looking up to them, so they'll help you. Your relation with your partner will be better now, improving, because you're going to be communicating whatever you could not. So this is definitely a very positive time. There's a lot of energy, but be careful. Check out the eclipses time. Don't confuse yourself in your or mince your words, because it might just bring about some confusion and misunderstanding in your relationship, being Rahu's presence also, and Saturn is going to be there as well, looking at this Mercury. So it's trying to pull you up. Whatever wrong things or wrong decisions you are going to be making, thankfully Saturn will tame those. But at the same time, when Mercury is turning retrograde on the 21st of April to the 15th of May, just do not get carried away in your investments. There can be really market trends which are going to be giving you some hiccups here and there. And don't be overconfident. Don't have that kind of an approach where you are not, just calming yourself down, because, overconfident and too much of analysis leads to a lot of complications. You must be thinking about the past. Many ideas are coming into your head, how you performed in the previous time. You will be thinking of past people also, who have helped you, or maybe you'll be thinking of people who have actually backstabbed you a lot during this period. So how you utilize this transit, it is up to you, how you make yourself better rather than, getting bitter. Okay, just forgive, forget, and move further on. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. Okay, Taurus. So these are live sessions, as you all know. Okay, so for Taurus natives, Mercury, being the ruler of the second house, fifth house, is conjunct the 12th and the 7th Lord, is in the Parivartana with the 12th and the 7th Lord. It's going to be in the 12th house of yours, and it is going to be bringing about some major changes in your life, in your profession, in your career. And it is going to be making your children maybe, opt for higher studies. They're going to be moving away from you. They're going to be changing their line of education. And also there is some direction change also coming into your life. You are going to be facing a lot of expenditure now because of your gadgets, or maybe some planning of your, maybe, in your love relationship, you're getting married, so you're going to be spending a lot of money for that reason. Also could be that, you're sending your children for higher studies and you're spending there as well. But this is a very good time for uplifting your financials, also for uplifting and upgrading yourself as well in your position, at the place of work, and also in your relationship, how your chemistry and bonding is in your relationship. You're going to be getting that clarity as well. You have to have good amount of education, skill enhancement. If you're brushing up your skills, you're going to be getting upgraded even more, because Saturn is also in the 10th house looking at your Mercury. So this is going to be giving you a lot of challenges. At the same time, you have to perform well, and you have to stand and don't budge. Only then you will be getting all those kinds of supports that you're looking at. Also, Mars is going to be in exchange with Mercury, and then Sun will be joining, Jupiter will be joining, eclipses are there, retrograde is there. So all these are actually impacting Mercury, your intellect. Mercury is education, intellect. So you have to be really cautious in your investments, also in your business. You have to be wise. The ideas that you're getting, you should not be making any kind of impulsive decisions, because Mars is also forming an exchange. So somebody who is from the foreign lands is going to be supportive of you, and you're going to be getting that kind of help also from your family. So just take that help rather than just, ignoring things, or maybe, you're not able to understand certain things because of this Rahu's presence. So you are just getting sort of eclipsed in your mind, your logic reasoning. So you have to be very logical and don't follow any kind of unrighteous path. Not following the right kind of path is also going to be giving you defamation and degradation, because Saturn is also looking here. So you should not be following any such paths which are leading to the defamation. So be careful about all these energies. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini, the Lagnesh, that is your ascendant lord, is forming an exchange with Mars and is transiting your 11th house. So this is a very good transit for you any which ways, because it is going to uplift you in your financials. You're going to be working really hard. You're going to be getting that kind of fluency. You're going to be really quick in actions, and you're going to be working towards growth. Your communication is going to improve. Your communication with people is going to uplift you. It's going to be quite understandable, and you're going to be forming that kind of improvement in your relationships also, because you have a in Rahu Ketu axis, Jupiter is also going to be joining. So that momentum you're going to be getting in your relationships for sure. Some new relationship, or maybe your friends, you're going to be having a good connectivity. And as it is, there's a Parivartana. So Mercury turns into your first house, and Mars turns back to its 11th house zone. So this is very good time for success, transition in life, growth in life, financial as well as in relationship. You're going to be completing the tasks that have been lying pending from a long time, and being the ruler of your 6th house, being the ruler of your 11th house, 4th house and 1st house, there is a Parivartana forming between them. So there is a possibility of change of place, change of job, change of home, residence, and also connection with your uncles and aunts, and maybe they'll be helping you out in your businesses also. You're going to be quite a business-minded, and you're going to be getting good ideas. Profitability is going to increase, and maybe you're going to be investing hugely in the areas where you haven't been doing till now. So this will improve your financial conditions for sure. Just take care of your health. Because of your speech, maybe you can be little hurtful, or you can harm others. So be careful about your health, because you are speaking something negative to others. You yourself are getting impacted because of that. So just control saying any bitter words to anybody. So that will be really helpful to you yourself also, because Gemini can be very fickle, can be very, they're dual. And Mercury being there is also a dual sign. It's a dual planet. So it might just give you a split personality. You're behaving in such a so-and-so way, and the other time you're behaving in a different way. So you are going to be having these mood swings also. So you have to tame those energies, and you'll be really good to go. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, this transit is happening in your 10th house, and the Parivartana is happening between the 12th and the 10th. So some job change is indicated, or maybe some kind of connection with the overseas people is quite possible. Your Yogakara Graha, Mars, is getting strength now. So if it was a very difficult situation till now things are going to get better for you at the workplace, especially because, you have been trying to deal with people, with your bosses, with your seniors. You're trying to prove your worth, but, you're not able to get the kind of recognition or acknowledgement till now, because Mars was in the 12th house. But with Mercury entering this zone there and forming an exchange with Mars, so Mars comes here, so you will be very energetic. You'll be having a lot of influence by the seniors and bosses, and you will be getting in touch with them. You'll be getting all those accolades that you have been waiting for. Also, travel plans will culminate during this period, especially 31st March till the 21st of April, if you have to book your tickets, etc., or if you want to plan your investments, anything which is very important. So do it before that, because then Mercury turns retrograde. You are going to be getting that kind of assignment that you have been waiting for. You have been waiting for that strength from the colleagues or the people around you. So you will be getting all that support. Maybe your siblings are traveling overseas, okay, because of the 3rd house and the 12th house connectivity. And in case you don't keep a close check on your reputation or anything that is fallen short of, then you have to be careful, because that will cause a lot of maybe defamation, or that can cause a reputation loss. So you have to be very careful and examine very carefully your tasks that you are doing, or the assignments, or if you're filling up any forms, PR, visa, etc. So you have to be really careful, because this transit might bring about that hope falling apart. Also, that's a negative thing which can happen. But still, with this Mars getting in the 10th house is also forming a Digbala. So this is definitely going to be a positive thing for you. Anything to do with your relationship, in your relationship, you're going to be getting better, and your communication skills are going to get better. And with your children, the bonding is going to get better as well. So your children are going to get uplifted. Maybe some change of place also indicated for your children as well. Any kind of property, assets, if you want to buy, purchase, sell. So this is a very good time. Investment purpose also, if you want to do something for uplifting your financial status, this is a good time to do so as well. Jupiter and Sun are also going to be transiting here. There's an eclipse happening here. So you have to take care of your health, take care of your reputation, I repeat, and your parents' health as well, because it's right opposite your fourth house where the eclipse is going to be taking place. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this transit of Mercury is happening in your 9th house, and there's an exchange between 9th and the 11th house. So this is definitely very positive, and you're going to be very, very energetic now. You'll be doing things in a very positive manner. Whatever was lying pending at halt, now we'll get that momentum, because you have been putting a lot of effort. Because of the 8th house ingress, you could not achieve those goals. But as you can see, Jupiter is also transiting out, Sun is also transiting out soon from the 8th house. So you're gaining that momentum, you're gaining that energy which you were actually waiting for. So this is definitely a very uplifting period for you. Financial condition is going to improve because of the exchange between the 9th and the 11th. So the Bhagya Lord and the 11th house Lord, they are forming an exchange. So 11th house is the house of fulfillment of desires also. So Labhesh, as we say. So Labhesh and the second house Lord, both are getting conjunct, in a way it's going to be getting an exchange. So when we switch places, it's definitely going to give you upliftment. Your family business is going to improve, your financials are going to improve, your savings are going to improve as well. So success in your professional career growth is on cards. It's just that you have to take care of your father's health and your travels. When you're traveling, just make sure everything is intact and try doing it before the 21st of April in case you have any travel plans. And with your friends, the circle that you move around in, just make sure that you are very concise and very to the point to share any kind of inputs. Don't go overboard. Don't get overexcited when you're sharing your insights with people around you. Maybe, they will take away all what you're sharing. And then just maybe they don't need you, or they say that you can just go at the place of work, or maybe with your colleagues. Don't share everything. Keep something to yourself also. Otherwise, what happens? Things will go out of your hands and people will not know your worth. Okay. So people can just take away all what you have actually, gained till now. So enhance your skills and uplift yourself and try to keep talk to the minimum. Okay. And then it'll be better for you. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week, Mercury, this transit is happening in your 8th house, and the exchange is happening in your with your 10th house. 10th and 8th house exchange is not considered to be that great for professional growth, but at the same time, you will definitely be getting the opportunity also. If at all you have a job loss, heading to a job loss, then you will be getting a job also immediately, because this energy of Mars in the 8th house and Mercury in the 10th house will give you some promising position as well. Several benefits that you'll be getting, and you'll be working with people who are very talkative and influential, and very, very idea oriented, who are very work oriented people. So I will not say talkative, but who are very innovative. I should have used the word innovative, who are very much creative. So you're going to be meeting those kinds of people who are going to be leading to your success also, who will be helping you come out of your problems and your obstacles that you have been facing. So financially, you're going to be facing upheavals, but at the same time, you will be brought out of it also ultimately because of this Parivartana. So this Parivartana is till the 10th of May only. And then, Mars moves ahead in the debilitation sign and Mercury remains there. But thankfully, Jupiter transits here on the 22nd of April. So before Mars changes signs, so this is going to be a very positive grace that you'll be getting, a very divine grace that you'll be getting when Jupiter transits your 8th house. So your wisdom and intellect is going to be highly uplifted, and you will be getting some positive news, positive investments, positive profits you will be making during this time. Any kind of pending debts that you have to make the payment for, you will be able to. It's just that you have to take care of your father's health. It could lead to some complications here and there. And if you're feeling unwell, so you should not ignore it also. Take care of yourself, because Saturn is in your 6th house and looking at the zone of the 8th. So it will give you prolonged illnesses. So take care of yourself. And 2nd house is Ketu. So you have to take care of your dental treatment also, if at all you are going through any eyesight trouble or anything to do with your mouth region. So you have to take care of that as well. But overall, this is a good transit. Any kind of change which you are thinking is a positive change is actually not going to be giving you that kind of upgradation. So maybe status quo, or it could be that you're anticipating some change of bosses, seniors, and your portfolio change is required. Okay, so work through that. Overall, it's a good transit for acquiring more education, enhancing and uplifting, maybe PhD, a doctorate, etc. You want to go through research, any kind of research, it's a good time for you if you're a student native. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Libra. For Libra natives, this transit of Mercury is happening over your 7th house after the 6th. Now, this is a good time for you because Mercury is the Karaka for education, consultation. It's also about business, finance, trade. And here in this sign where, there's an exchange between your Bhagya house and your 7th house. So this definitely is a very positive time for you in case you're thinking of travels overseas, if you're thinking of joining a new business, starting a new business, or any chances of expansion. If you're thinking of, you will be getting that kind of growth now. Because Mars is going to be in your 7th house and Mercury, the Bhagya Lord, in the Bhagya house, in Parivartana, we considered it like that, they swap places. So this is definitely a favorable time coming through. You have been waiting from a long time. Jupiter is also coming out of your 6th house in the 7th, and Sun is also going to be coming into your 7th house. So it is going to be a good time that we are heading to, apart from the eclipses, but that'll be taken care also because of Jupiter's presence, not to worry. But Mercury, Rahu conjunction and exchange between Mars definitely is a very positive time. Some unexpected news that you will get, and some unexpected sources you'll be getting, to uplift yourself, to make profits. And education, because it is also the 9th house connection. So for student natives, if you're waiting for that result or that kind of news, you will be getting, and being the 12th Lord, so travels are also on cards. So you will have a lot of communication with PR, visa, all those documentation that you have been waiting for will start getting the momentum also. Your decision making will be very precise, and you will get very you'll be getting uplifted. You'll be enhancing your skills, education also, and you're going to be getting benefits also in the long run, because it's a long transit, because Mercury is also going to get retrograde. It's going to get compassed, aspected by Saturn. So you have to see the negatives also. So you have to be prepared that it's not going to be an easy go. At the same time, what is the end result? It is going to be that is what matters, and it's going to be positive for sure. So don't give up in between that, oh, I'm not getting the kind of results I've been waiting for. So don't give up. Maybe, the end is not actually, you're thinking that this is the end, is not the end. So just don't give up thinking that this is the end. Then what happens, maybe just a few more steps further on is the destination, and you give up before that. So that is something which you should never do. You should not give up till the time you achieve that, what you have, the goal that you have set. You should take care of your health also. At the same time, you must control on your dietary habits, food habits. It will be good if you can go for jogging and working out, because after all, it is the second house ruler, Parivartana also. So food, finance, family. Get connected with your family. Don't be too harsh with your family members. You can be little, harsh on your speech. Okay. So take care. All of this is going to be positive only. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this transit is happening in your 6th house. The Parivartana is happening between 6 and 8 houses. So this is a Viparit Raja Yoga, as we call it, because of the Dusthana, exchange of planets in the Dusthanas. So 6th house is also, the house where you will overcome many challenges that you have been going through. There will be some ups and downs you have to go through because of the 8th house connection. So do not just think that, this is going to be not helping me if I just give up. I've done a lot, I'm not getting the results. There will be ups and downs. But at the end of the day, because Saturn is in the Kendra, Saturn is looking at your 6th house zone as well, and your Lagna also. So you will have to, and not to forget, Jupiter and Mars are also, Jupiter and Venus after, Venus after the 6th of April is also going to be in the Kendra. So you will get that kind of support from the outside world, from the people around you. So don't give up. Good grahas are going to be aspecting you, at least for some time till the 22nd of April. Jupiter is aspecting, and then henceforth Venus will be aspecting. Venus will be in the Taurus sign till the 2nd of May. So that there's a big time protection over there. But do not get into any kind of unnecessary arguments here. You might just hurt somebody's feelings, somebody's sentiments. So do not just go overboard in all those areas. You might be too analytical, too critical. You might just be criticizing, biting others. All that is not going to help you. Your co-workers maybe, are not understanding you. There can be clashes also at the same time, but there is a support that you are getting. So you will get the clarity. You will rise and shine. At the end of the day, you will rise and shine. So don't give up, because it is going to be not an endless effort. Okay, you're putting the effort, but it is going to be culminating into some kind of decision that is coming through. You have been waiting for. You're getting frustrated, I know, but it is going to be a drastic change that you're heading to also with this combination and the eclipses and the Parivartana happening in your 6th and the 8th house. So this will bring about some professional career growth, some new ideas. You'll be focusing more on completing the tasks. You'll be meeting people. You'll be actually, formulating your energies now, what kind of ideas you're getting and how you can just put them through at the place of work, education, consultation, whatever you're doing. So you will be a good teacher. You'll be a good teacher to yourself. Okay, only then you can teach others. Unless you learn your lesson, you cannot impart that knowledge to others unless you go through that grind yourself. So if I say something, I must have gone through something, and only then I'm just sharing my insights on the same. And I wish and I pray that, people should have a smooth sail. If this kind of a guidance can just help you, that, okay, I was not guided, maybe during that time. I wasn't guided when I needed that kind of guidance. So if you're getting this kind of guidance, you should actually thank God. Okay, if this is so-and-so time, I should just avoid investing. I should not go overboard in starting a new venture. This is not the right time. Give it a break. See, this is from the 31st of March to the 7th of June. And Mercury will be turning retrograde. So retrograde might give you good result. Okay, because Mercury is with Rahu after all, not to forget. So it might be a deviation. You will not get that path which you have to take. That clarity you will not get during this time. So just give it a pause, take a break, and don't go, just overboard or crazy about whatever, you have been thinking of doing. So just give it some time. Don't make rash decisions in impulse. Give it some time. Jupiter is also going to be joining here, no? So that will be good for you. It will help you. It'll help you, and Sun is also going to be here. So when all these planets are going to be here, there's a lot of energy in the 6th house of yours. 6th house is the house of your mindset. What exactly do you want in life? It's a very important one. And what is your karma that you have actually, you're born with from the past life? What is it that you have born with? What is it that you have to complete? So there is a lot of clarity that you're going to be getting after this transit gets over, for sure, of all the planets, eclipses, then conjunctions. Jupiter is going to be there, Rahu is going to be there, Guru Chandala Yoga is going to be forming, and 10th Lord is also going to be here. So 10th house is our karma of this life. 6th house is the karma of what we are supposed to actually do from the past life. So you are going to be getting that clarity now. Okay. So enjoy this transit, in fact, and just lie low, I would say. Just lay low and things will be better. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. So these are our live sessions. For Sagittarius natives, this transit of Mercury is happening over your 5th house, and there's an exchange between 5th and the 7th. So this is a good time for proposing somebody or getting married or starting any new venture, creativity, creative ideas on cards, getting pregnant, conception, delivery, all that is quite possible during this time. It's good if you can do it before Mercury turns retrograde, whatever the ideas or the proposals that you're getting, and you're going to be putting it into action. So this is the time of good intuition also. You'll be very intuitive. You'll be getting that kind of perfection in your work, and you will be very competitive also. So when you're competitive, what happens? You're moving towards your goal. You know what you want to do actually. What is it that whether your effort is towards the right direction or not. This leads to fame. This leads to growth. This leads to reputation growth as well, being the ruler of your 7th and the 10th Lord in the 5th house. So this might bring about some break in agreements and starting a new agreement also. Could be. Maybe change of job, change of portfolio, department change could happen. And with Mars and Mercury changing signs, like in Parivartana, Mars is in Aries sign ruled by Mars, and Mercury is in the Aries sign ruled by Mars, and Mars is in Gemini sign ruled by Mercury. So they are forming a Parivartana exchange. Like both of them are staying in their, others' houses. So now when there's an exchange, it's like, okay, I'm in my house now. Okay, whenever there's a Parivartana. So this is a very strong and a very powerful yoga which forms in the sky. And with the inimical planets, it is very good, all the more better, because, then you are in your own house when there's a Parivartana. I don't want to be in the enemy's house. Nobody wants to, right? You feel uncomfortable. And if Mars is in Gemini sign, you become very rude and aggressive, illogical. You're a soldier who's just blurting out anything. So when there's an exchange, it mellows you down. Actually, it gives you a lot of clarity. Okay, I was behaving in that manner. Now I must control. I must be more composed. So this soldier is being tamed now. Now you are going to be not an impulsive one. Now you're going to be making decisions in a very composed and a very strong, but a very in a much better way. You're going to deal with people, you're going to deal with the situation you're entrapped in a much, much calmer and a better way, composed way. In your relationship also, you're going to be getting all those opportunities to reconcile, to make pleasant relationships and, happier relationship. The effort is going to be there, and wisely. You're going to be very logical now. Okay. Intuition, as I said, and you're very creative also now. But at the same time, you can be very impulsive in your relationship. Maybe you are going to be very agile sexually. That is also quite possible in your relationship. Okay, because of the exchange. Mars is in the 5th house. Okay, you might get some change in your job, or maybe some promotion also. Could be that you are changing your place where you are. Jupiter and Sun are also going to be leaving the Kendra. Then there is a Saturn's aspect also on your 5th house. So children, related to children, creativity, hobbies, unwinding, a relationship, before getting into a stable relationship, you are in the romantic relationship. So there is a lot to do in these areas now. The effort has to be put if you really want to be in this kind of a relationship, and the chemistry and the bonding that you've shared with your children and your partner. So you have to put an extra effort, no? Innovation, some ideas are coming into your head, but you're not giving that kind of time, that kind of effort. Now you will be able to. You want to do certain things and you're not getting that kind of clarity. So you will get that clarity. Till now you were not. So it's a very positive time. Use this time. Don't waste your time. Okay. And this definitely will bring about some good news related to your children, in regards to your education, going abroad, because it's a Parivartana with the 12th Lord after all. So competitive success is there, competition success is there, education is there, skill enhancement is possible. All those areas are going to get uplifted undoubtedly if you channelize them well. And you're going to be getting that chance also, don't worry. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this transit is happening over your 4th house, correct? In the Kendra. So in the Kendra, you have been having a lot of malefic influence now with Mercury-Venus combination happening, and Jupiter also transiting here. So you are going to be at peace for a longer time, long time. Mercury has, Venus started it and Mercury is joining here. So this is a Parivartana between the 6th and the 4th Lord after all. So Mercury is in Aries sign ruled by Mars, and Mars is in Gemini sign ruled by Mercury. So they're exchanging, right? So in exchange, we swap places. So we can consider them in their own respective places. So when Mars is in the Kendra with Rahu, with Venus is going to be leaving though. So you are quite energetic and charged up at the home front. Purchase of property on cards. Maybe you're thinking of changing of place now. Maybe you're going to be enhancing your educational qualities. You're going to be aggressively looking for maybe a school or an institute where you can upgrade yourself. And there is a lot of possibility of change of position also. Ketu is there in the 10th house, so this might bring about some break-in agreements, and new agreements formulation is going to take place, with Mercury being the ruler of your 9th house, the baggage after all. So there has to be the support of the divine. There has to be support of your father, of some guru you will be getting connected with, or your own self. You have upgraded yourself so well, in education, in your skills, that you are actually blessed. You're blessed and you're in bliss, that okay, now is the time I can just sail through anything. It's like that. So it is the house of happiness after all. So you are going to be getting that kind of happiness that you have been waiting for. Buying and purchasing a property, vehicle, change of place, change of job, all that is uplifting you, and good position, good condition, better position, in fact. Okay, any kind of disputes related to litigation, court case, people just have taken loans from you, coming back to loans and paying off loans. So all those things are going to get sorted now, because Mars is now changing place. With Mars in the 6th house gives actually health issues, but you get that immunity levels also getting enhanced when Mars is there in the 6th house. So you get cured also easily. At the same time, when there's an exchange, Mercury is exalted. It's going to its 6th house after all. So it feels exalted there, because in exchange, we swap places and Mercury is in the 6th house zone. So 6th house will bring about a lot of communication with your uncles, aunts, businesses, your colleagues. All these you're going to be working through now, and you will be settling on the issues that you have been, like let's just, mutually agree on this thing and just, close this chapter. Like those kinds of situations will come. You will be logical now rather than irrational, impulsive. So this is a very positive time for you, exactly, to gain that improvement in yourself. Your outlook is going to change. This is a very important transit. And Mercury is going to go retrograde also, not to forget. So anything to do with your travels, keep a constant check, on your papers, on your paperwork, on your on your education, your papers that you have to file, or you have to, maybe sign the agreement. So just recheck everything when Mercury is turning retrograde. So, or do everything before that, plan everything well, because Mercury is turning retrograde only on the 21st of April, and you have a lot of time, and we're heading to eclipses also. So take care, and everything will be getting sorted. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this transit of Mercury is going to be taking place in your third house, aspected by your Saturn, your Lagnesh, in fact, and there's a Parivartana between the between Mars, your third lord, and your 10th lord. So there is a major change which we can anticipate with your Mars and Mercury's exchange. So it's still the 10th of May. So make the best use of this, because Mars is going to be in the sign of Gemini till the 10th of May. So this is a very good time to improve your communication skills. Maybe short journeys will help you. You'll be making some major bold decisions now, which requires some attention and focus more, or risk-taking ability more. So you are going to be improving on all those areas even more. But you will not be impulsive, but you'll be more wiser now. See, risk also we take, balanced risks are always, positive. They help you. They uplift you also at times. But if you are irrational and making impulsively any risk-taking abilities that you have and bringing them forward, it's just going down the drain. But with this kind of an exchange, you're going to be very logical. You're going to be very, very careful in making decisions. You'll calculate that calculated risk, that ability that enhances during this time. So make the best use of, improve on your communication, finish off the work that you have been, putting it, procrastinating and pending, So this is the time you should focus on the completion, the closure time. Any kind of monetary problems that you have been facing during the previous years. So this is going to be the triggering point now to cut down on the expenditures or clear your loans or anything which you were the crunch that you were facing. So this is definitely going to be a win-win situation for you, and this is going to help you only. Maybe you can write, you can journal, you can just uplift your writing skills that you have. Your latent energies which you don't even know, maybe you can uplift and use them in a proper way. A good time to join a course which is like, astrology course or consultation course, anything to uplift yourself, enhance yourself. Journalism, teaching, any kind of profession which involves speech, you can do that as well. This is a good time to maintain a good image in the society. You can maintain and you can uplift your image also during this time. Okay. So anything related to children, if you have to send your children off for overseas education, higher studies, this is a positive time. And in case you want to do things related to your, insurance, taxes, you have to pay off your debts, your loans that you have taken. So this is also going to actually help you. So when you have loans to pay off, you must actually, just not procrastinate. Just finish it off. Saturn is transiting your first house. Saturn is a very hard taskmaster. He is not going to do anything which is not ethical. So anything unethical will be completely backfire, and you will be in a bigger soup, remember. So to come out of that, you have to just follow the right path and you will get the results for sure. Okay. Coming to the next and the last one, that is Pisces. For Pisces natives, this transit is happening over your second house, and there is a Parivartana between the fourth and the second house. So this is definitely going to be very positive, related to any property related decision or anything to do with your financials, anything to do with your understanding people, how you commit to others, how you are committed to your family values. Now is the time you will be focusing more on. You will be concentrating more on things which your parents have told you long ago to do. If your parents are alive and with you, you will be actually talking to them. And if they're not, you will be thinking about what they taught you. What are the family traditional values? That is something which will uplift you. You will go back in the past and you will understand all those and reinforce them. So this is a very positive time for that. And also, any kind of debates, presentation, or anything to do with your communication with people, delegates are here. So all that is also going to be helping you. It's a helping transit for you. Very positive for you, especially before the 21st of April. Try finishing off all the documentation in case you have any kind of strategy planning, business planning, education, any kind of task which requires logical reasoning. So just try completing it before the 21st of April, because Mercury, when turns retrograde, it definitely depends on your specific chart. Maybe it is giving you good results also. I have seen people getting very good results in Mercury retrograde. But still, I would suggest that, in case you have to sign any kind of documents, try avoiding it during this time, because then you have to redo things. Okay. So overlooking things is quite possible. The details you might miss out, because 6th house is details, and that is ruled by Mercury. When it turns retrograde, it will not be able to give you the kind of results you are expecting. So there has to be some repetition. So do it before that. Any kind of household change, household, items you have to buy, purchase, or you have to buy a landed property. So all that you should be doing before 21st of April. It is quite likely that you're going to be purchasing property, land, and you're going to be working through your financials better now. Budget planning is going to take place now. And anything to do with your marriage, you're going to be making right kind of choices and decisions. You can be hurting. You can be you can be saying hurtful things to your partner, and it might just explode one fine day. So that you have to keep a constant check, because what happens, you have a Saturn and Rahu in the 6th and the 8th houses from the 7th, as you can see here. So from this 7th house, there is 6th and 8th houses affliction here. So this might bring about health issues to the partner or to some family member of yours. And a break in relationship also. So be careful about that. I'm not saying that you are going to be breaking up, but still you have that chance to make the relationship, because you are going to be quite logical during this period. Eat right kind of food, sleep well, go for walks. This is going to be a very pleasant period for you. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this reading. And if anything is matching up, please do write in the comment section so that I keep going, okay, that predictions are coming to true. So let me just, find the way to improve. And if they're not, again, I have to improve. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. All the comments are there. No comments get deleted. Even if it's a negative comment, you're most welcome to write. And I will try to improve on myself every day, every minute. Thank you so much for watching. Om Tat Sat.